Hey there, Billy Redface. This is a follow-up to the email I sent about getting picked on. Oh, this was the big dude, right? The big dude at school who could do something. He's at the dojo and all that type of shit, but didn't want to do something because he didn't want to disappoint his senseis. If I'm using the right karate lingo. If I'm not, I mean, my apologies. Anyways, he said it went a lot better than I expected. Oh, to give you a recap, this guy was like a big guy, and there was some fucking shorter fat kid that was always coming up slapping him in the head at school. And this guy seems like he's studying at least 2, if not 3 different martial arts disciplines. And if he wanted to, okay, could, you know that shit that they do. I don't even know what they do. Next thing you know, you feel the heat of their foot next to your ear. And then you wake up near a computer watching the YouTube video, whatever the fuck just happened to you. He could basically do that, but he didn't because he didn't want to disappoint his martial arts teachers. All right? Jesus, Bill. All right, here we go. He said, it went a lot better than I expected. I told one of my martial arts teachers, and he basically gave me a green light to whoop this kid. But not too bad. No broken bones, except maybe the nose. Oh, I love this guy. This guy's old school. He said, I walked into the locker room, and he greeted me with, hey, faggot fuck. I replied with, I hear your birthday's coming up. What's your cup size? He got pretty mad and said, what'd you fucking say? I said, your cup size, you fat fuck. What is it? I love it. Did you see the fucking bitch in him coming out? He said he walked at me and swung a haymaker. I took it on the chin. Jesus Christ, you didn't slip it. He said, I beat the shit out of this kid. Well, it's good because he took a swing first. Very nice. He goes, I kneed him in the belly twice, once to the head. I kicked him in the thigh. Oh, that's the one he's going to feel tomorrow. Oh, that one's gonna bruise. And he goes, and he went down. I finished with a few punches to the head. I got suspended for 2 days after they heard he was picking on me. I think it's safe to say he won't be picking on anyone else anymore. Have a great day, and please say, fuck Kyle. That's an inside joke with one of my friends. All right, dude, good for you. Good for you. And you know something? Good for your teacher. You know what I mean? You can't always be holding people up at third base. Every once in a while, you got to wave them around. Here comes the throw at the plate, right? Good for you. I was going to say I wish I could watch the video of it, but you'd get in trouble for it. So, by the way, I'm drinking water. That annoying sound is ice water. I'm not still drinking on this thing. All right, here's a new topic that hasn't come up, which I wish it would come up more often. Lesbian love. Dear Dr. Burr, I have a bit of a girl dilemma here. I'm a 26-year-old dude living in Connecticut. Fuck Hartford. Okay, so you're living anywhere but Hartford. Or you're in Hartford, you hate it. He said, I met a girl. Oh, wait a minute. If this is coming from a guy, all I see is threesome on the horizon. All right. Please let this go the way I want it to go. He said, I met a girl through a friend of a friend, and we became great friends. She lives out of state, but we still keep in touch and communicate with each other whenever we can. All right, you're painting with a broad brush here. That could be you text every once in a while, or you're you're sexting. Or fucking, pressing your dick up against your computer while Skyping. I mean, there's a lot of room for interpretation there, sir. But I'll continue. He says, she's independent, headstrong, not materialistic, likes the same shit I do, and we are always in sync whenever we get together person to person. Basically, perfect for me. And not to sound corny, at some point, I fell in love with her. Dude, don't ever apologize for falling in love with a woman. That's just some guy shit where you can't pretend like you want to be happy too. Good for you. He said, but she's a lesbian. And then he writes, oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Dude, did you know that going into it? The voice cracking. Did you know that going into it? You didn't protect your fucking heart? Or you're doing the chick thing where you think you can change her. All right, he says, it's a bit of an emotional struggle. I would think so. He said, I've already shared my feelings, and obviously they went nowhere. So now, you know what I'm thinking now when you said she likes the same shit you like? Yeah. I can see where you guys would be on the same page. Checking out the ladies. So anyways, he goes, so now I got to bottle that shit up inside. It's been like that for almost a year. Part of me still wants to be friends with her, but the other parts of me tells me to forget about her and cut all communications off. Yeah, I mean, or you'll just keep looking at her, going, oh, maybe she'll blow me today. Ain't happening. He said, I'd feel like a douche fuck. You guys are really creating odd, vulgarities here. A douche fuck. Okay, that's a new one. If I cut all ties, and yet I know it's going to suck for me emotional as long as I'm friends with her because I'll never be with her. Or will this feeling go away eventually? My friends keep telling me to forget about her, but I will always be losing an awesome. But I would also be losing an awesome friend too. What do you think, Bill? Should I listen to my heart or my cock? Thanks. Go fuck yourself. Truly. Let's see. I would say Listen to your heart or your cock. I don't know which wants to do what. Your heart loves her, and you also want to fuck her. What you have to do is you need to do a combo. Like, you have to have a sit down with both your heart and your dick and just be like, look, all right, your dick has to know the score at this point. It ain't happening, okay? Your dick probably already has its fucking helmet off. It's taking its tape off and all that shit. But your heart, you know, I don't know what your fucking heart's doing. Listen, dude, I'm sorry. I'm buzzed here. What do I think you should do? Yeah, I think you should just walk away. You got to walk away, and you got to be into some other chick first, and then maybe you can start to be friends again. But, yeah, it sounds like you've been a sad puppy dog with blue balls for a year, and I'd say I think you've done your penance. You know, why don't you go into the open lane? Why don't you do that? I just opened the register. Can I have the next customer, please? Go into that fucking line. All right? Oh, man, that sucks. I feel bad for you, dude. What are you going to do? You know, I saw the other day on the cover of ESPN magazine, they had one of those UFC chicks, like, totally naked, but with her goddamn hands wrapped. And I got to tell you something, man. I think those women are hot. They are fucking hot, and I think it would make you a better person if you went out with a woman that could beat the shit out of you. Just because it would force you to be smarter. The only reason why women are smarter than us is because, basically speaking, we can fucking stuff them in a hamper if we want to. So they have to outsmart us. So from day one, they're using their fucking brains. Well, we're just sitting there going, shut up, using force. There's nothing. We're all fucking knees and elbows. So what would happen is you would gain the wisdom of a female by kind of being the bitch in the relationship, in that, she could fucking slap you around. Then you could learn to use tricks like guilt. Who knows? Maybe she'd go out and get you a pair of shoes. Right? I'm sorry, so sorry that I put you in a Kimura. I've been meaning to watch that UFC show where they have the women in the house. It's hard to watch women beating the shit out of each other. There's like no way that they can hit each other that it's fucking pleasant to see. Punching them in their pretty faces, or even worse, when they take that fucking straight right to the left tit. It's just like, what are you doing? I might be misogynistic here, but I just look, that's like for a baby. Why are they punching you in one of your fucking baby compartments? I really am a moron. I admit it. Whatever. That's just how I look at it. I'll tell you what, at least I'm honest. At least I'm honest. That's when you said some ignorant shit and half the party's walking away from you. Hey, I say what's on my mind. I say what's on. Well, maybe sometimes you shouldn't. All right, here we go. I work in hell with no escape. Hey, Billy Redbeard, the pirate. I'm a police officer in a town in New Jersey where I am an 11-year veteran. All right, hang in there, dude. You're over the hump. What do you need, 20 years? I said keep it moving. You got to do that for another 9 years. The department I work for abuses those of us who have too much self-respect to kiss ass. All right, now, I'm not trying to be a dick, sir, but you've already painted yourself as the hero here. All right, but I'm going to believe you. Okay? I'm going to believe that you actually do a good job, and the reason why they don't like you is not because you're fucking being a cunt. It's because you don't kiss any ass. All right? I'm going to go with that. He said it's gotten so bad that they suspend and even try to fire guys who don't bow down and kiss the ring. It's the very definition of a hostile work environment, and I'm terribly stressed out about the situation. Now, you may be asking yourself, is it so bad? Why don't you move on to another police department? Thank you, sir, for giving me the credit for being that intelligent to have that thought. Unfortunately, I didn't. I was immediately thinking that you should get together with some other your friends and become the Serpicos out there. And maybe deep pants your fucking CPO, whatever the fuck his name is. Start hazing him. Have a little mutiny. Anyways, he says, well, I've tried. But the great fucked up state of New Jersey has a rule that says if I transfer to another police department, both the department I work for and the department I want to go to have to approve and sign off on the transfer. I was this close to getting hired by another department and was denied the transfer by my current police chief, or as I call him, Satan. Apparently they can do that. I hate stress, but I have bad dreams about the place and it affects my mood when I think about it, even when I'm off. My question to you is, if I am stuck in the worst work environment imaginable, how do I shake off the bullshit and not worry? Thanks for all the laughs, and I underestimated your ticket-selling ability in New Jersey. I was a little late trying to get tickets to Red Bank. That's not that big a place, sir. I appreciate the compliment. All right. Well, here's the deal. You can't ever let some other cunt affect your happiness. 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 All right? It's all going to come down to how you choose to react to what it is he's doing. That's the first step. All right? I mean, I know this is a completely different scenario, but I remember I used to live above this fucking angry old man. And he used to always yell at me every fucking thing I did. My old apartment, you know, and I'd drop his cell phone. He'd, keep it up. Do it again. All that shit. And he yelled at Nia and all that shit. So I just started hitting him with positivity. You know, me and Nia just started acting like he was attractive. I just walked by and be like, hey, what do you say there? Good looking. She'd whistle at him like he was sexy. And it kind of brought him around in some weird way. And I don't know if you can do that. Can you do that? Can you fuck with your superior officer like that when he comes in and he's a cunt to you and just be, hey, Sarge, have you been losing weight? You're really filling out that uniform quite nicely. Just keep doing that uncomfortable shit to him. And then, I don't know, if he's truly as bad as you say, you can't tell me some of the other guys you work with don't feel the same fucking thing. I know you have the code of silence, the blue code, whatever the fuck it is, you know? But if somebody's being that much of a dick at some point, I'm not saying to rat the guy out. Well, maybe, you know, can you organize something? Or is everybody too nervous that they won't get another stripe on their fucking costume? Is that what it is? I don't fucking know. Sir, you know what it is? I can just tell you, I feel for you. I don't know what to tell you. You're talking about cops here. He's got a goddamn gun. I would just start sending him flowers and chocolates. in like this positive way, just annoy the shit out of him. You know, I'd leave him little love letters on his car. You don't need to sign it. I would just start fucking with him. Just to give yourself something. That as he's being a cunt to you, you know that he's going to go out there and read, you know, his secret male admirer love letter. Just something to fuck with the guy. What else could you do? There's the usual shit. Laxatives. I would do. I don't know what I would do. I would sing like the Mary Tyler Moore song to him every time he was a dick to me. Who can turn the world on with his smile? Well, it's you, Sergeant. You should know it. With each little cunty fucking move, you show it. Why are you such a dick? It's just fucking. This is the great thing about humor. If it's funny, it's fine. You just got to make sure you get a laugh. And other than that, I would, dude, you got another 9 years. You can't let somebody take a decade from you here. So I would do whatever it is I had to do. You know, grab some beers with some of the other guys. You probably can't trust them. There's always some kiss ass that's going to fucking rat you out. I don't want to ruin your career here. Jesus, dude, I don't know what to tell you. I would just, other than the fucking singing songs to him. Yeah, he comes in and he's telling you some shit you don't want to do. Just look right at him, dead serious, and be like, God, you have beautiful eyes. Just something like that. Just keep fucking with him, because that's a way where you can still carry out whatever cunty order he told you to do, but you still hold on to a piece of yourself. That's the best I have for you. Other than that, I would explore some sort of organized way, okay, to fucking tip this guy over in his squad car. I hope I helped you out, sir, because that I got miserable reading that. All right? Okay, where the fuck are we? Crazy blowjob. Roll out those lazy, crazy, hazy fucking blowjobs. Ba-be-da-ba-da-da-be-da-da-boop-ba-da-ba-da-beep. Hey, Bill, last night I got laid while Breaking Bad was playing in the background from my computer. Okay, well, thank Vince Gilligan. That ain't me. Now I had a little trouble keeping the guy up during the act, even though she had the ass I would kill for to see again. So while she was giving me head, which was awesome, by the way, I look up and what do I see on the TV? Billy, the freckled-faced cunt, shows up in a truck. This is a true story, by the way. I remember that. That's when we shot that one in Santa Fe. We shot that one in Santa Fe when we robbed the train. I'm not going to say anything else because everybody... I just started the series. I must say, I couldn't decide between keep watching the scene because I hadn't seen you acting before or enjoying the blowjob. Well, dude, have you ever heard of hitting pause? This guy's like, fuck it, he loves it. I thought I loved Breaking Bad. This guy loves it. He says the whole situation was really awkward because I was imagining you saying stuff like, dude, why are you watching TV while getting a blowjob? What are you, a fag? He goes, I actually started laughing, not thinking about how uncomfortable that would make her, the poor girl. Oh, no. I was struggling to keep it up while hearing you in my head going, this guy's a fag. That's my joke, making fun of people who are homophobic, by the way. Just to clarify it before I have to apologize to an overweight blogger on television. The remote control was not in my reach, so I had to watch the camera alternating between two redheaded cunts, Heisenberg and old Billy Redface. Heisenberg's not a redhead. He had a shaved head. You talking about Jesse Plemons? I don't fucking know. He said, anyways, thanks for ruining a great blowjob, you cunt. I'll see you in Sweden in December. Hey, my apologies, sir, but you guys, I know that you're way over there in Sweden, but I would think that you guys have remote. I know you have remote controls and you have pause buttons. I've been there. That's really weird, sir. That made me uncomfortable with myself. Getting a blowjob in Sweden, Jesus Christ! It was probably some chick that'd be a fucking 11 over here, and to you guys, it's just another chick from fucking Stockholm, right? I always mention that whenever I go over there. When you're in Stockholm, the city of Stockholm, it's fucking ridiculous. Not saying there aren't some regular looking people, but just the percentage of really good looking people is, I felt like a mongoloid when I was over there. Like I really need to, I should have like a hump limping down the fucking street. So anyways, dude, shake it off. And I hope that girl didn't hear you laughing while she was blowing you, because that could really affect her confidence. So make sure she knows why you were laughing. All right? And just say, hey, I'm not going to watch TV this time. And then she'll go to blow you again. And then just the sheer quietness in the room is going to make you start thinking about my dumb face again. You're going to laugh again. You have an issue, sir. All right, the upper decker. Dear St. Bill, I'll get to the point ASAP. My boss booked me a hotel without a fridge. When I got to the hotel, they told me their computers showed that the fridgeless rooms had not been cleaned. I asked, could you just bump me up to one with the fridge then? They responded with a polite no. They then sent a guy to check if any of those rooms were clean, the fridgeless rooms. They told me one of them was, which I figure means it had been cleaned. I took the room. I had 4 strong beers. Dogfish Head, 90-minute IPA. I don't know what that means. I know IPAs have more alcohol, but I don't know what 90-minute means. He said, anyways, he says, then I went to take a shower. I noticed that there was no soap, which means no one fixed the room. That dude who checked must have just made the bed. To top it off, the toilet is not working. Shit would not flush. So I took an upper decker inside the top part of the toilet. My question is, am I an asshole? P.S. This happened 20 minutes ago. Still drunk. Love your work. Are you an asshole? Absolutely. Absolutely, you're an asshole. Because the person who manages that hotel is not the person who has to clean out the toilet. And all you're going to do is just fuck over the person who's got to clean it up. Yeah, you should have done that shit. Come on, man. Come on. The mature thing to do is you pick up the phone and you say, yeah, I said that this room was ready. It's not ready. There's no soap in here. Basically the bed has been made. The toilet's not working. That's what you do. You don't take a shit in the top part of the fucking toilet. All right? Shame on you. I'm disappointed in you. You know better than that. I'll give you a little bit of a slap. Dude, 4 beers in, you already did that. Thank God you didn't have 8. You probably would have shit in the hall. Pumpkin bread. Hey, Billy Crocker. Tell us something exciting about the pumpkin bread making experience, as if you were doing Sports Center coverage of what went down during the process. Dude, what is this, like a fucking improv class? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I already told you about the disaster. You know what? I already did it with my braised short rib ravioli. That was like talking about the Red Sox collapse in September last year. That's as close as I'm going to get. And I don't know. We're going to switch it up this week with a bunch of international emails. Take a break from the relationship advice. Listen to this one. This one's from Peru. Dear Billy Holiday, I am from Peru and I love your comedy. I wish I could say Peru loves you, but I haven't met many people who've heard of you. I think you should come and perform here. Well, what the fuck? To who? To you? Why don't you just have a birthday party and I'll fly down there, take me to a soccer game, and I'll do stand-up, and I'll bomb in front of all your relatives as they stare at me and my lack of pigment. Anyways, nobody knows me down there, but for some reason I should go there and perform. He says, but I don't know how many people would understand your humor. He said a gold-digging whore would be a good thing here because it would mean she gave out sex, and also what's so bad about a girl who digs for gold? That's better than a girl that doesn't.
You know, I forgot you guys actually have minds down there, and that's actually a job, you know, for an individual rather than a giant machine. Anyways, he says, that's what people here would think. Don't feel bad, though, because I think most people here don't know who Bill Cosby is. Listen, if I somehow could get through Rosetta Stone Spanish and learn how to speak your language, if you think I wouldn't come down to Peru, I'd actually would read up. I mean, do you guys hate us down there, too? I really don't feel like getting kidnapped by some sort of rebel group. And I hate to admit it, but to me, that's what a lot of South America is, because that's what I see. I see all the, you know, Killing Pablo. I read that book. I probably haven't read a lot of good things about South America. Yeah, it's cocaine cowboys. It's Nazi war criminals. It's the most perfect asses in the world in Brazil. And I don't know. I don't know what else it is. It's the Galapagos Islands. That's Arrested Abroad. It's the Hand of God. Soccer move by that fucking guy. Was it Vince Ferragamo? I don't know a lot about down there. I'd love to go, though. You know, if I could go down there and you could guarantee that I wouldn't get kidnapped, I wouldn't get stabbed because of some horrific shit that we do in our foreign policy down there, I would definitely go down there. I've been to Costa Rica. That's the closest I ever got to South America. But that is on my bucket list at some point. I want to go to all the continents other than Antarctica. I have no reason to fucking go there. All right. Anyways, let me know. You guys open an English-speaking comedy club down there, I'll fly down there. It's a promise. All right. From Dublin. All right there, Billy Red Boy. Big fan, blah, blah, blah. I only recently found out about your podcast and have been listening to them instead of the depressing shit that's played on our radio station. Dude, the difference in my work days from listening to your comedy and laughing my ass off in the car is immense. The urge to punch some of my managers I have to deal with on a daily basis has turned from a vein popper to just saying, go fuck yourself in my head and laughing in their faces. So thank you for that and keep it up. Can't wait for the Dublin gig. I've got tickets and I'm going to bring a date, so it's going to be a great night. Thanks for penciling us in on your tour. I'll buy you a pint in Vicar Street. Go fuck yourself. All right, that was just sort of a love letter. There's really no advice there. Military origin story. Billy Boy. I am a military vet and wanted to share a story with you, seeing as you like military history. I'm by no means an expert, and this is probably all bullshit, but this is how the legend goes. I already love how this story starts. Your whole setup of this is what 99% of the shit that comes out of my mouth can be defined as. I'm no expert, and this is probably bullshit, but this is my opinion because I overheard this from somebody in a mall. Back in Vietnam, there was a guy named Colonel Robin Olds who was commander of a fighter squadron. He was a triple ace. I don't know what that means. Does that mean he killed 3 people or fought in 3 wars or had 3 different ways of killing you in the air? I have no idea. But he was a triple ace. I'm going to use that next time I'm drinking in a bar. Some woman gives me shit. I'll have you know I'm a triple ace. What does that mean? You'll figure it out. He was a triple ace and fought in World War II and would later retire as a general. Good Lord. Any one of those things is beyond anything I've accomplished in my entire life. Olds grew a mustache while overseas in defiance of the Air Force regulations. All right, he's a Red Sox. You hear that, Verzi? And he's a triple ace. We are the champions. Olds grew a mustache while overseas in defiance of the Air Force regulations and commanded his men to grow one too on the basis that it makes you bulletproof. One of his men refused to do so because he felt it looked retarded and got shot down. He was recovered and grew a mustache and wasn't shot down again. Before this, is this why all these studly guys throughout the years would always have fucking mustaches? Before hipsters ruined them? Before this guy went home, he shaved his mustache and got shot down a second time. It is now a tradition for flyers to grow mustaches overseas. It's such a superstition that schedulers will make sure at least one on the crew has a mustache and avoid making and they avoid making all female crews. Well, what about Tom Cruise? He didn't have a mustache, but Goose did. And Goose did, and he got hit by the canopy. Well, that's Hollywood. That's not real war. All right, this grew into the tradition of Mustache March in the Air Force, where everyone, regardless of whether they fly or not, grows mustaches. This, in turn, evolved into Movember. where men grow mustaches, or No Shave November, where men grow beards to raise awareness for prostate cancer and other male cancer and associated charities during the month of November. So go grow a mustache, you pasty, freckled fuck. Thanks for the free laughs. Look, I'm aware of prostate cancer, all right? I guess I should grow one so I never get it. I've grown mustaches in the I don't know. I'm a contrarian. I can never go the fucking way. That's actually a really interesting story. I hope even 8% of that was true. By the way, who was this guy who got shot down? That's where it all falls apart. And then there was a guy. That's how most of the urban myths start. But I like it. Great story. And I stand by your complete lack of research because that's everything that I do. All right, from Finland. We're going around Europe here. From Finland. Hello there, William F. Burr. I'm a 22-year-old guy from Finland, and I've waited a long time for you to do a show here. So I'm very excited to hear you're coming to Helsinki in December. Unfortunately, because of my studies, I'm doing a practical training in Africa for 3 months, so I'm going to miss the show. I hope I will one day have the money to come see your show in the U.S. So I'm going to Ghana in a group of 4 students, and I'm the only guy in the group. I'll be in the same house and going to the same workplace with these 3 ladies for 3 months. We all know each other quite well, but I'm mostly used to hanging with guys. So if you could give me some advice or tips on how to mentally prepare for these 3 months, it would be greatly appreciated. Are there some topics or actions I should make sure to avoid? Thanks, and go fuck yourself. P.S. Love the podcast. And all that other stuff. I hope to see you more on TV. That's very nice of you. What a nice email. Are there some topics? Listen, dude, the amount of things I've fucked up with women, all I can tell you is what not to do. All right, this is what I would do if I was you. The first thing you got to do is if you're a type A male on any level, you got to tone that shit down. If you're angry. All anger does is scare women. Okay, or makes them not want to be around you, or it makes women who have daddy issues, it's like a moth to a fucking light, except the moth reaches in, grabs your heart, pulls it out of your chest, and throws it down the stairs. If you're going to live with these 3 women, all right, this is what you could do. All right, are you trying to fuck these women, or are you just trying to get along with them? All right, first things first, make sure you're really neat. Granted, women in the bathroom are some of the messiest fuckers on the planet. But I would do that. I would come with slumber party energy and just fucking give into their fucking conversations. Okay? And that right there is where you establish credibility. You're not angry. You keep your part of the bathroom clean. And you come with, oh my God, you guys. You fucking give into that fucking energy. Late at night when they want to snack and their fucking jams. You join them. All right? And you never try to fuck any of them. Then what you do is you talk to them about how you're having problems meeting women in Ghana and you need advice. And then they'll become a fucking wingman for you. And you'll be crushing fucking Ghananese fucking ass, whatever the hell you want to call it, right and left when you're out there. And they'll actually help you do it. That would be my game plan. But the last thing you should do is try to hook up with any one of them, unless it's the last weekend. And the last weekend comes around, all bets are off. You get in there and you fuck them all. Somewhere in there is probably some information that you could use. If anybody has any suggestions on what this guy should be doing, my trip isn't until December. If anybody else has studied abroad with 3 broads and has better advice, for the love of God, let me know, and I'll pass it on to this fine young gentleman. All right, documentaries. Just a Bill on Capitol Hill. One of my favorites. I know a lot of you guys are too old to remember Schoolhouse Rock. Do you remember that? I'm just a Bill. Yes, I'm only a Bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, then it's off to the dollar when I put on the bank. And something, and a ba-da-da-boo. And I hope that I will be alone. I hope it. Sorry. That was way too long. Pray that I will, but today I'm still just a Bill. Hey, your top Schoolhouse Rocks. 3's a magic number. Conjunction, junction. Verb. That's what's happening. I'm Just a Bill's a great one. Number 9 is a great one. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to fucking upload that shit. I have that on CD box set somewhere. Ah, Jesus. Under some championship hat. Rubbing it in. All right. I've got 2 documentaries for you, you red-faced, to lock onto. All right. First up, Blackfish. This is about killer whales in SeaWorld. Basically, it starts from the time they got a killer whale into captivity. I really apologize for my reading out loud. This is like the worst I've ever done. Anyways, he says, this is about, basically it starts from the first time they got a killer whale into captivity at SeaWorld. They separate it from its mother at the age of 2. Males remain with their mothers their whole lives, so the separation is very traumatic. They are kept in tanks, too small, and fed very little. The whole thing is mind-blowing. It aired on CNN, and I recommend it to everyone. You won't believe the stuff that comes out of the SeaWorld employees' mouths. Oh. Though I might just take your word on that. I can't handle watching people do stuff. Animals and kids. And then the next level, right, like the level of rage, because that's about as innocent as it gets. And then the next level of rage above that is someone, beating the shit out of their girlfriend or their wife or anything. Like, I can't handle watching that stuff. Like, they made that thing, what was it, The Cove, where they just drive all those dolphins into that little area and then they just bludgeon them to death. Like, just tell me where I need to donate money. I really can't watch. Like last night, this is my second time doing that pit bull thing, and one of the woman who organizes it has a pit bull herself and has a scar on its back because some douchebag dumped battery acid on the thing. And I showed up late to it this year, hoping I avoided the story, because I knew that someone was going to ask, and I showed up and someone asked, and I had to listen to it again, and it just fucking, I swear to God, I could literally kill somebody. I don't know if I could do that, but I could do some horrific blowtorch shit to them. So I'll watch as much of that as I can. If it's on Netflix, I'll try and pull it up. Second, Dirty Wars. This follows a lone journalist who tracks the origins of a drone strike from Afghanistan to Yemen. It's streaming on Netflix. Oh, I'll watch this. Those drones fascinate the shit out of me. If this aired on network television, there would be riots in the streets over what our military is doing in the name of the U.S. All right, but I'm also going to watch it knowing that this is, I mean, is this a documentary, or is this like one of those Michael Moore documentaries where it's really an op-ed piece? I'll watch it. Fuck it. Dirty Wars correlates with the news coming out about Obama claiming to be good at killing people to his aides. Here's an article from Yahoo. I'll give you guys this link. I'm not co-signing on any of this shit until I see it. Jesus, man. Do you have a happy one in there? Is there one about an old lady making her own jam and beating out the corporations? You got to give me a ray of sun. I appreciate all of that stuff. Might have to watch Dirty Wars. I know I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna watch both of those. Fuck it. Jesus Christ. Hey, how about now that he's given me 2, that's gonna make me lose even more faith in humanity. And I'm not saying I'm better than these people. I'm a complete piece of shit myself. But can I get a good one in there? Does anybody have a documentary on Iceland standing up to the bankers that I could watch? Because that one fascinates me. And how that wasn't covered that much here in the States. I would love to see that one.